Hey YouTube, I'm finally complete. Well, I'm not really complete because everyone knows who plays Commander, your Commander deck is never complete. Something will come out, you will want to put something in. But for the time being, well, I have already weighed up two more cards I want to put in here, and I've already weighed up what I want to take out, I think. But for now, I've finally finished foiling my Progenitus Super Friends, or I like to call them Hyper Friends deck. So I guess I'll go through it. We've got Projo, everyone's happy Hydra from Modern Master set. I pulled him, so I thought I'll go for Projo instead of. Originally it was Child of Alara, but then I realised Child of Alara is cool, but it's not that good. Alright, basics. We've got Basic Swamp, Basic Forest, Mines and Island, Mountain. So one of each, because there's nothing like EDH apart from True Highlander. There can only be one. Alright, we'll go on to the Shocklands, the whole suite of them. Foreign. I don't have many foreign cards because, I prefer not to have foreign cards, but there you go. So that's them. I haven't got all of the tri-lands in here, but I do have some because obviously more came out while I was building the deck, because the deck's been with me for a fair amount of time. This I included in a tri-land because it is a forest, but it can tap for 3. So it is technically a tri-land, and you can also search it out for things that hunt for forests, like Scotia Coin. The Vivid Lands are good in my deck because it does use proliferation, so they may only come in with 2 counters on them, but most likely they're probably always going to tap for all colours. Worst case scenario, I run out of counters. They become an all land, but most of the time I can proliferate them up, so I've got all 5 of those. Obviously with a 5-colour deck, mana and colours are very important to you, so I have a bunch of 5-colour lands. And then we go on to the utility lands. Because obviously in EDH, utility lands are pretty good because lands, people run removal for lands, but it's less common, I guess, unless someone's out to get you. Paducah Bog, stop graveyards. Obviously, everyone needs a Reliquary Tower in Commander. Academy Ruins. Strip Mine, because you need something to destroy the person's lands. Targeted removal is okay. I'm not so keen on the mass removal, but you need to be able to kill 1 or 2 lands, because there are lands out there. Search for lands. Thespian Stage, always a good one. Alright, onto the mainstay of the deck, I guess. Planeswalkers. Jace, one of my favourite Planeswalkers, because he is the best. Baby Jace. Mine's called. I've been tempted to. Obviously, this is from the vaults, but I'm tempted to eventually try and find an original. It's just, time, money, and the will to do it. This Jace annoys me. I just put him in here because he was on hand and I had him in foil, but he will disappear and I will find an original in foil because McBaby Blue doesn't quite appeal to me. He's there to draw lots of cards. Ajani, I think one of the planeswalkers that got me into playing Magic. You can never have enough cards, is the answer to that one. People get quite scared of Ajani Vengeance, i.e. -7. Steadfast is pretty good with Doubling Season, because comes in and ultimates. You're not going to die anytime soon. And then Ajani gain 100 life. Those two combined, it's going to take a while to kill you. Liliana, Again, I have the promo one. Don't get me wrong, promo was hard enough to get, but it's not the original. But it still looks cool. I like the foiling. Liliana Chua. Elspeth's indestructible things are good. Blowing things up is also handy. And making cack to ton of dudes is good. Garrick, purely just pretty much for untap and make dudes. I have used the -4 before, but it's normally for untap and make a 3/3. Garrick, because -6 is pretty good. And drawing cards is also really good, especially with Projo on the battlefield. -3, draw 10 cards. Seems pretty good. Destroying other planeswalkers and creatures. Which is pretty good. These I'm planning to put in the new Jace. The actual planeswalker Jace, not the flip one, because it's annoying. I like flip planeswalkers, but the new Jace and the new Nahiri. And what I'm thinking will be coming out with this is Chandra, this one. Because she just does not do anything really. And this Chandra, okay, it's a removal spell and can blow out one person, but I think it's coming out. The reason I'm keeping this Chandra is because of the -2 ability. For blue players, if someone gets a lot of cards, you can simply ditch their hand and, start fresh. Sorin, again, this one is the dual decks, which I'm not so keen about, so I will try and find an original and put it in sometime. It's just doing it. Sorin, because taking control of it. Sometimes, I used to do this quite a lot, -3, but then I found out I really didn't need to. Sure, if I wanted to kill someone off quick, you can do it and then kill them with Progenitus. That is potential if someone's getting out of hand. That can be quite a one-hit thing. But normally, just taking other people's turns and using their turns to your advantage is the best thing to do. One of the major combo pieces in the deck, just taking infinite turns, or practically infinite turns. I've played Narset a few times. Her +1 is good because most of the time is draw a card. Her -2 is okay, I think, depending on the scenario, but it can be alright. And people dislike -9. I have done it before to secure victory. Sarkhan, because stealing other people's creatures is good, and sometimes you like making dragons. Kiora, good for ramp, and Krakens can't be bad. I mean, the Kraken emblem never really is astounding, but sometimes is just good. Mainly for drawing cards and preventing damage. So she's more like a diplomatic tool. Again, that is obviously not the original art, so tempted to find the original art, but I could accept her a bit more. Tamio, because -8. I mean, I have drawn a lot of cards, but mainly -8. Searches up artifacts. Wins the game and kills things, because removal is essential. Venser, because when you just want to exile all your opponents' permanents, it's pretty good. And bouncing planeswalkers to get back up on loyalty. Khan. Khan is just good. I'm never ever -14 to Khan though. Never. Ugin is a bomb engine. If you can get Ugin down, there are several cards, if you play an Ugin, -10 an Ugin, with that play a Tamio, get that ultimate, then play a Sorin to then sacrifice the Ugin, and obviously Sorin will go back to your hand because the Tamio. Ugin comes back into play with double cannons if you got the doubling season, and you can literally put your entire deck into play, which is pretty cool. Nigobolas is my last planeswalker, because, you know, gotta have the dragon, the big man himself. Alright, that's all of the planeswalkers. The next, obviously, you got artifacts, mana artifacts. We've got Chromatic Lantern for mana fixing, Gilded Lotus, and Sol Ring. I don't really have too many mana rocks. Proliferation. I did have a few more proliferation bits in here, but they slowly got whittled down just to these two. Contagion Engine as well. Yeah. Chain Veil, Combo Central. Built for combos. Rings of Bright Hearth, because 2 elements is better than 1. Top is nice. Shuffle in your deck. Graveyard Hate once again. It's always nice to have a couple of pieces. Enchantments, mana fixing. Mana. Draw, I don't have a huge amount of draw. I've just got some of the planeswalkers to help me draw cards, but Rhystic Study is like the only thing I have to draw apart from that. Doubling Season. The deck can function without it, but is just so good. Onto removal, I guess, or sorceries. Supreme Verdict. 2 minutes. Austere Command. Merciless Fiction. Exile is good. Wrath of God. I like the full art ones. I was tempted to get the full art Black Sun as well. Chroma's Vengeance. Damnation. Day of Judgment. Farseek. Farseek is good, obviously for the Shocklands. Skyshroud Claim is awesome. Again, like I said, that whole like search up for a forest works here. Urban Evolution. I like Urban Evolution, but the problem is I just don't think Urban Evolution is good enough. So I feel like I want to change it out for something. What that something is, I'm not too sure yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Might be another Planeswalker. Recursion gets back all the Planeswalkers pretty much, and this one more like gets, it's obviously 5 colour deck. Most of the time I'm going to get back 4 to 5 colours, and mainly gets back removal and wrath and stuff. My only 2 instances in the speed, Vampiric Tutor and Cyclonic Rift. And that is my Hyper Friends EDH deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment and give me some ideas maybe. That'd be good to hear. Thank you very much.